In and not in. We've seen how to filter for multiple values in a select query. One way to do this is using the OR keyword. Let's have a look at our customer table again. We have 8 rows here. Let's say we wanted to see customers that have a last name of Jones, Brown, or Green. Let's update our query to do this. Where last name equals Jones, or last name equals Brown, or last name equals Green. Finally, let's change the select star to select the actual column names. If we run the query, we can see the results at the bottom. Now, as you can see here, the where clause is getting a bit long and a bit repetitive, and it did take us a little while to type that out. What if there's an even longer list of values that you want to check, like 10 or 20 or 50 values? There is another way to do this. It's called the in keyword. The in keyword allows you to specify a set of values for the database to check. And it's the same as the OR criteria here. You do this by writing the in keyword and then putting your values inside brackets. So instead of where last name equals one value, you specify where last name, then the in keyword, then open brackets, and then you put each of your values separated by commas inside the brackets. Then you close the brackets. We can delete all of this code here, and we can now see that the last name value is checked against Jones, Brown, and Green. If we run the query, we can see the same results, and we can see the query is a lot shorter and easier to read. You can also add even more values by just adding a comma and then another value into this list. What if you want to find values that aren't in a particular list, like not equals? You can use the keyword not. This would just mean changing the in to say not in. This means the query will find results that have a last name value that's not any of these values inside the brackets. If we run the query, we can see the results here. This is the only record that doesn't have a last name that matches any of the specified values. If we remove the word Smith from the list of values here and run the query again, you should see the results appear at the bottom include the word Smith in the last name list. The in and not in keywords are helpful when you have a long list of values. I usually use them when I have 2 or more values to check. You can use up to 1,000 values in the in clause, but if you're getting a large list where you need to consider the upper limit, it probably means you need to redesign your query and come up with a different way of doing it. For small lists, the in keyword is very suitable.